What makes you such a good fighter?
It's in my head 24/7. There's nothing else I can think. I don't think about nothing else. And that's it. I'm just curious, curiously fascinated with it, and I can't stop thinking about it. Everything I do in my life is related to this. I don't do nothing else if it's not got to do with fighting. You know what I mean? And that is why. You know what I mean? To be true.
Is that nearly...
all you've got to do is show up.
Is that not unhealthy?
To me, what's unhealthy is living an unhealthy life. To me, what's unhealthy is getting up and going through the same day every day of your life, 9 to 5, in an office or in a, you know what I mean? That's unhealthy. That beats your mind. I don't work. I love what I do, and that's why I'm doing what I love. You know what I mean? That's why it's become a career for me, because I love it. I love what I do. So I don't think it's unhealthy. I feel good in my mind. I mean, it's my life.
First time riding an airplane, I was a senior going to a football game, and I went in the restroom on the airplane, and as I was washing my hands, there was a sign on the wall. And as I was walking out of the restroom, the sign said, "As common courtesy to the person that's coming behind you, can you wipe the sink out and leave it better than you found it?" And I said, as common courtesy to the generation that is coming behind me in life, everything that I touch, everything that I'm a part of, I vow to God that I will leave it better than I found it.
You have to have a reason for waking up every day. Just put one foot in front of the other. And there will be times where you will be down. But in order to get there, tomorrow may be harder than today. But it has to be a never-ending task. When you get to point A, you'll be going to point B. And you'll never reach the level that you want to reach until you breathe your last breath. And that's where people mess up. That's where people give up, when they reach a certain level in life and they're satisfied. Never be satisfied. Go beyond your dreams. Go beyond your goals. And you will inspire the world by just being you.
Like, I get thousands of emails a week. How do I find my passion? And literally I reply, I don't know. I don't. I would tell you, my punchline is, what would you do if you could just do it all the time? I actually do that.
See, anybody can, whether you will or not. See, that's the question. We are all buying somebody's plan. The question is, whose? Who's got you talked into doing what you're doing? But see, anybody, if you want to, can go searching for a good plan, pick it, and start working it. And sure enough, as the time passes, as it surely will 5 years from now, 10 years from now, then you'll be winding up wearing what you want to wear, driving what you want to drive, living where you want to live, become what you want to become. But now's the time to fix the next 10 years. And who can? Anybody.
Whenever there's an argument between your heart and your mind, follow your heart. There are things that the heart can understand and feel that the mind cannot relate to. There are things that you feel, that you know in your heart of hearts, that's not logical, it's not practical, it's not realistic, but there's something in you that says, I can do this. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. People that are hungry are willing to do the things today others won't do, in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. People that are hungry are relentless. People that are hungry are unstoppable. People that are hungry refuse to give up. I'm willing to make this happen. No excuse is acceptable. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I can do it. If anybody's ever done it at any point in time in history, then what's possible for one, it's possible for me, and I'm going to do it.
So whatever you got to do, you do it. But I'm not about to compromise because you're inflicting pain.
Sometimes it's going to hail on your crop and rain on your parade, so you got to get ready for that or you will be naive. That's just part of the life arrangement.
You here. He blessed you to be here. Do something.
But there's just times, sometimes you lose. That's part of life.
And there are those of you were this close, but you compromised. If you're still talking about your dreams, if you're still talking about your goals, but you have not done anything, just take the first step. You let your feelings get the best of you. I'm asking you to take the first step. The first step is stop talking about it. The second step is just take one step toward it. And then the next day, take another step toward it. And when you become the right person, I'm telling you, you can make whatever kind of money you want to make. You can have whatever you want to have. You can do whatever you want to do. Like, there are no limitations. Somebody telling you when to come to work. Somebody telling you when to take lunch. Somebody telling you when to do a vacation. Somebody telling you what you can and cannot do. Some of us, we were born to fly. But what I'm telling you is when you become the right person, what I mean by the right person is once you identify who you are and you begin to separate yourself from the masses and you begin to see your individuality, when you begin to see your talents, when you begin to see your personal skills. It's all about freedom, and the more you become you, listen to me, the more you become you, the less you got to take orders, and the more you can start giving orders. And I'm not talking about giving orders to others, I'm talking about giving orders to yourself. You can't get to the level economically where you want to be until you start investing in your mind. You're not reading books. I got guys in school talking about they want to be rappers and they don't have a dictionary. You want to be a rapper and you don't have a thesaurus? I'm challenging y'all a book a week. I'm challenging y'all to go to conferences. I'm challenging you guys to invest in your mind. Every day when you wake up, every single day when you wake up, you got two options. You can look at the clock and hit the snooze. You can look at that snooze button, boom, you can hit the snooze button and go back to bed. That's right, and do what? And dream. That's right, you can go back to sleep and dream about what you want to have. You know, watching MTV, watching BET, reading magazines, and dream about what you want to be. Right there with your comfortable pillow, you dreaming about what you want to be. Or you can look at that snooze button, kick that clock, and get up and go pursue your dreams. Every single thing you said you wanted to accomplish, you wanted to do, guess what? It is not lost. Some of y'all thinking the year is lost. It's over. Listen to me, there's hope, but you gotta believe it. Listen to me, you can't do nothing without faith. You can't do anything without faith. It's impossible to accomplish anything without faith. So I need you to believe at some point in September, October, November, or just before the year ends in December, it's gonna happen, all right? So I need you to have faith. I believe in you. That's why I get up and I come out here every morning, every Monday morning, because I believe, all right? I believe you can do it. I'm so excited because somebody looked at me when I was a high school dropout. Somebody looked at me when I was homeless and they said, I believe in you. That although you are a high school dropout, right now you're at the worst place in your life that you've ever been, I believe that this is your beginning, but this doesn't have to be your end. that just because you are currently here, this is your present circumstances, that life don't have to end for you right now. So I need you to get busy living. Are you hearing me? I need you to get busy living. There is still time. As long as there's breath in your nostrils, as long as you can wake up in the morning, listen to me, you still in the game, which means if you're in the game and there's still time in the game, still time left in the game, you can still win the game. Thing I love about the zone is that once you get in the zone, your work will work for you. You are working, you're trying to get something going. But when you get into the fourth quarter, your work begins to work for you. When you get in the zone, you're able to do things effortlessly. You put in 120% every time, or you don't put in nothing, because listen to me very closely. Today, this opportunity you have, it might not be here next year. It might not be here the year after next. It might not be here the year after that. This is the only moment you got. It took me 12 years to get a 4-year degree. My book is a bestseller, and I failed English 3 times in college. But the difference between me and most people is you might be sweeter than me. You might be bigger than me. You might grind. Listen to me, I don't know. You might have money. I don't know where you come from, but you will not outwork me.
The greatest project you will ever work on is yourself.
I'm not in here speaking like I'm getting paid 20. Listen to me, I'm in here like I'm getting 30. This is an opportunity of a lifetime, and I'm gonna take advantage of it.
You are a miracle. Now go out there and live like one.
Everything I've ever done started with a fear.
Move on. Straight up, move on. Forget them. They are lying and they are untrustworthy, so move on.
I have to overcome fear all the time. But the best way for me to overcome fear is the dream has to be bigger than the fear. That's the only way you turn around and run at it. I just want something so great. I aim for stuff so big that the dream is bigger than the fear.
Move on, and at the risk of sounding callous, get over it. Deal with what it is right now, what that person is. Deal with reality, accept reality, and be thankful.
I think the mistakes we make in life I will say to all the young people that, especially the young people, they will have time to repair it.
If you don't ever go for this, would it be better for you to face the fear or just deal with the fact that you just never gave it a shot?
It does go away. You can overcome many, many very difficult things in life. The only thing you cannot ever overcome is your own death. You can overcome anything except your own death.
Be thankful that you were able to learn before you invested more into this person. Be thankful that you found out when you did that this person was a liar, that this person was unfaithful, was untrustworthy. Be thankful that you know it.
Anything else will pass. And when you're in the middle of it, it sometimes seems like it won't pass, like your life is over.
If you don't surround yourself with other dreamers, here's what I know. If 9 of your friends are broke, you're going to be the 10th one.
Read, write, learn, work out. Some people get freaked out when they're alone. It's okay to be alone. It's okay. It's okay to be alone. There's no big deal. Enjoy it. Do something productive.
Every single one of those of us have gone through that. And it does, even like heartbreaks, you think, oh, I'll never get up from this one, and it passes, and you fall in love with someone else. And there's always choices. There's always choices. There's always a place to go.
You've got to surround yourself with like-minded people.
The fact that you don't see them doesn't mean they're not there, and you have to have faith that they will come, but only if you change yourself.
You can get over it, and there's plenty of other human beings out there that are awesome. So go find one of them. And in the meantime, hang out with your badass self. Become a better person.
So unless you make a change inside, new opportunities will never come to you. So when you make a mistake, you have to have faith that there's always a way out.
Stop telling your big dreams to small-minded people.
There's a lot of very, very smart people out there on Facebook and all over social media. And for the things that I say or make y'all aware of that y'all already know, it'll have a little effect on you, but not much, because you already know it. But there's a whole lot of people out here that are smart, talented, beautiful people with beautiful intentions towards others. And they don't have a sense of direction, which means you want to walk, you want to do this, you're excited about the opportunity to do that, but you don't know the first step and how to go about it. Everybody wants to be successful. Everybody wants to be able to survive and provide for their families.
Don't tolerate behavior. You get what you tolerate. Don't tolerate behavior from other human beings that you personally would not want for yourself. If you can remember when you're in the middle of somebody bullying you or somebody attacking you or somebody stealing your stuff or somebody trying to humiliate you, that you're more than this moment, that this feels like the worst experience in your life, but someday you'll look back on this and you will either laugh or you'll be proud of who you've become if you don't let this moment control you. You're more than anything that could ever happen to you. You're more than anything anybody could ever do to you.
But a lot of us just don't know how to process or understand a lot of things that seem to be out of their control. I feel very vulnerable when something is going wrong and I don't understand why. And so when I pray, I ask God to continue to send me clarity so that He can reveal things to me. Because your heart is affected by things that feels like you have no control. So you can't be stressed, depressed, miserable, or frustrated about things that you have clarity over.
You don't have time to be thinking about them. You don't have time to be concentrating on them. You don't have a lot of time. You only got 24 hours. So all of your energy needs to go into your goals.
The bully only has power because you are hurt by what he says or does. If you are not hurt, he has no power.
There's a person attacking, there's a person who's being attacked, and there's the third side. The third side can surround it and change it in 2 seconds. And I say, lead the third side.
Once I became confident in what the very things that made me different, I started to do well. I started to accept myself for all my weirdness and for all the things that everybody made fun of. And once I realized that those were in fact the very things that were going to make me unique and make me special, I realized that I could maybe start a career as an actor, and I did.
You're not what they say you are. You have to know who you are. If you are short, why should that make you feel bad? Short is just short.
Haters have a job to do. You have hate and you have love. I've decided never give a hater a stage to stand on, because they want nothing more than to be negative or do something negative and then have everybody to give them attention about it.
And if it's tough, get through the toughness. If it's easy, get through the easiness, but just keep pushing forward. What do they always say? You know, if you're going through hell, keep going. The other side of it is the heaven of life. It's the part of life where you get to be in the place you really want to be. That'll require you having courage, some faith, and continue to push through and know that you're not defined by the moment.
If I start insulting you in another language, you feel nothing. They don't mean anything to you because it's you who puts the meaning to it. Me, I know what it means, but it doesn't matter how hard I scream them to you. You might start laughing. Take their words, take away the value of the words and drop them to the floor. If you take that away, they fall to the ground. They never get to touch you. They are nothing.
You've got to believe in yourself.
You've got to believe in your abilities. You've got to believe in your service, your company, your ideas. Unquestionably, you must have faith. It's hard. Yes, it's hard. It's difficult. Yes, right. And it's worth it.